After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stafford. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. To throw is Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And the defense closes quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Third and 2, Stafford toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Stafford. That's complete left side to Gray. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Kamara up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Stanford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. But first down, Hurts. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now things may have changed for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Now Stafford. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Stafford now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of No cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because
on Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket of the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Walker.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Raiders are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, Stafford here. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 17 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
DJ Jones
coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down,
Texans. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Texans 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died.